Hello and welcome. Today you join me at Stansted Airport as we find and hunt down the gate number that is going to take us over to Billund in Denmark. So we've got a quick show and tell of everything that is at the Stansted Airport. If you're into your planes, this is the video for you, because we'll start at this airport, we'll finish in Billund. We've got the takeoff, the middle bit and the landing. And obviously, as we go, when we are looking at the clouds, I will run you through all the different bits and pieces that are to come within this playlist, and hopefully all the different bits and pieces that are to happen between now and the end of the year. I have put a little bit of a map together with regards to what I'm hoping to do. I've got other bits and pieces that I need to book. I'm afraid Germany will not be happening this year because it's just taking too long to book. And now the cost of the flights have just skyrocketed, but luckily the cost to Billund has just stayed the same price so far continuously. So that is a good thing. So looking forward to getting back over in October. There may be again at Christmas, and there are some other little bits and pieces that I need to speak to you about as well. But first, we will make our way down to the plane. Now I am lucky that it just stopped raining about 5 minutes before, because I did not have a coat on and I was in shorts. So we were stuck sort of on the tarmac for maybe 10 minutes before we actually got onto the plane. Not too sure why they spattered through so quickly when the bit that we were stood at was just completely empty, but you know, it is what it is. So you can see the guys doing the safety checks, putting some sellotape up around the engine cover just to make sure nothing falls off. And then what you will have within this video is obviously, like I said, the takeoff, the middle bit and the landing. I will let you listen to the procedure and then let you enjoy the takeoff. And then what I will do is I will catch back up with you when we are looking at the clouds. But as you can see, I was sat smack in the middle with nobody beside me, which meant this actually turned into a bonus video because I did not think I'd be able to film out the window. But I will let you listen to the safety procedures now, and I'll catch up with you just before takeoff.
Located by a red exit sign, and the footpath markings will guide you to the nearest exit in an emergency. The exits are located on both sides of the aircraft, at the front, in the middle, and at the rear of the cabin. All exits are also shown on the safety card. The nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency evacuation, you must leave all your hand baggage behind. To fasten a seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle and secure by pulling the loose end. To open a seatbelt, lift the buckle cover. In case of a loss of cabin pressure, masks like this will drop automatically from the panels above your heads. Remain seated and pull down firmly on the mask to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, secure with the strap, and breathe normally. Don't worry if the...
Right, now you're all safe and sound, we are about to take off. Now I know you guys enjoy this bit, so I'll let you get up into the sky and then I'll run you through all the different bits and pieces that are to come. And just like that, we are going and going. So it really does not take long to get from the tarmac up into the sky. So obviously we'll go up, we'll bank, and then you'll see all the clouds and you'll just see everything on the ground just start to disappear. Now, the plan of attack for the 2 days that I was in Billund, it was a fantastic first day. I got absolutely soaked on the evening, then turned the telly on, and then this was the day that the Queen had passed. So I actually thought there was a terrorist attack in London, because every single TV channel was in Windsor, and obviously none of it was in English. And it wasn't until eventually they put a picture up of the Queen, then obviously it kind of came self-explanatory then. But yep, so the first day, it was a very, very good long day walking around, finding all the different paths, finding loads of new models, finding loads of different ways around, trying to find out where the Lego factories were and everything like that. And then day number 2 was all day at the Lego house. Now, there'll be games available that are already up within the playlists, but there is a new birthday cake minifigure game that will be up soon before you know it. and that is definitely worth looking and hunting down for. The video is about an hour long, and the game is you have to find 10 Lego cake minifigures, and I try and give hints of where they are, and then just need to sort of watch the whole thing and go through. But it's really interesting to find out actually that they do have games running basically all year round at the Lego house. They have the generic ones that they have all the time, so if people want to play games, they'll let you know what minifigures to look for. And then they've obviously got the Halloween ones, the Christmas ones, the new 90th birthday anniversary one. So that gets me on to Halloween and Christmas. Ideally, I want to do both. Worst case, obviously, I'll only do one. I'll probably just go for a single night if need be. I would really like to go over at Christmas because the Lego house itself is all changed at Christmas. I have done that, but the actual Legoland park for the first time in a good few years, that is also going to be open. So the plan of attack for that will be the end of November, start of December, to try and get everything edited, uploaded and put together. And obviously I'd also like to do Windsor as well. Now I'm not 100% sure if it is worth doing Legoland Windsor for Halloween. Let me know in the comments below. I mean, it might just be worth doing a full park tour and then obviously just filming the Halloween games and then just coming back home, because the massive difference in Billund compared to Windsor was just huge. But maybe they might have a different display at the front. Maybe you can play spot the difference rather than trying to compare it to Billund. Like I said, I really wanted to get to Legoland Germany and see all of their bits and pieces, but it's just sort of, the cards haven't fallen into place properly, which is such a shame. It's just been dragged out a little bit too long, and now we're going to miss out on that, and they're not open for Christmas either. Now, plan of attack for next year would be to try and get much further afield. I want to try and hit one of the American parks, which would be nice. And I'm also looking at maybe one of the Malaysia parks as well. I say one of the Malaysia parks, the Malaysia park. And then link that in maybe with some Universal footage as well. So would you guys like me to start going a bit further afield like I did with the Dubai content, where you saw a lot of bits and pieces with the Lego parks, and then I did the other theme parks as well? Now, I'm going to let you soak this in just for the next couple of minutes, because I think it's absolutely beautiful with regards to what you're about to see, and then I will catch up with you again just before we land. I was pretty lucky not to have anybody sat either side of me, because the views that you've got now are, I think, absolutely stunning. If you just want to mute my voice, mute my voice. If not, don't worry. I will keep waffling on now until we get close to the landing. But yeah, the views you had were absolutely spectacular. This is getting closer and closer to Denmark, so we're about, I think, like 10 minutes, no, like maybe 15-20 minutes out, and then we start to drop when we're about 10 minutes away. But like I said, I'm not 100% sure whether to try and do a comparison this year, because I was hoping to do all three parks for Halloween. I might just compare them against themselves, and we can just play spot the difference with regarding if there's anything new or anything like that. I think Billund's really going to go all out for Christmas, because they haven't done it. I don't know if they did it in 2018. I know they didn't do it in 2019 when I went over. So anybody that is over local and you went there last, let us know in the comments below what you thought of it and when was the last time it was actually open for Christmas. Because walking around Billund over the 2 days that I was there, they had all the dates and everything ready with regards to Halloween and Christmas. So it is really looking forward to that. So I don't know whether just to save money and not go to Windsor and then just put that towards the Christmas trip instead. But we will figure it out as we go. But we are starting to get a little bit lower now, so it won't be long until we are into the landing, and then you will see what it looks like at the other side. But guys, as I am slowly starting to run out of time, you could like and subscribe and all that good stuff. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Let us know if you have done this flight before. Let me know what you think. Do you go from Heathrow with BA, so you fly in the evening, or do you go from Stansted and go first thing in the morning because you get all day, or do you go with Heathrow on a different day where you sort of get there mid-morning? Let us know what airport you prefer. Let us know what flight you prefer, because obviously the flight that I've done, you have all day there on the one day, but then also you have all day there on the way back. Like I said, I did not land until gone well past midnight, and I didn't get back home until gone 4 o'clock in the morning, because the flight was delayed by about an hour and a half. So it was a little bit rough on the way back. That's the only thing, because Stansted is an extra hour and a bit drive for me, but the flights are a lot cheaper and the timing sometimes can be a little bit better as well. So let us know in the comments below what you would prefer to do. Would you prefer to how I've done, where you just got the long drive, 2 full days and 1 night, or would you like to get there the night before with a shorter drive, but then don't forget you then have to pay an extra night for the hotel, but obviously you do save money in fuel and time and everything else. So it's a catch-22 really. But guys, I'm going to let you soak in the last little bit of Billund as we taxi in. Had to then get on a bus to then drive all the way through the airport, as in on the grounds, to then get into the very end terminal, to then walk all the way back down again until you hit passport control. So that was a new one for me, because I've never landed in this bit before, as in this far away. But it's all good, all exciting. But guys, if you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.